How to get better deep sleep naturally. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Vital Living. If you're training hard, trying to lose fat, build muscle, or just feel better overall, there's one thing that can make a massive difference in your results, and that's deep sleep. A lot of people focus heavily on training and nutrition but completely overlook sleep. The truth is, if your deep sleep is poor, you're leaving a lot of progress on the table. Today, I'm going to give you a complete, practical guide on how to get better deep sleep naturally. We're going to cover why deep sleep matters so much, what usually ruins it, and the most effective things you can actually do to improve it, without relying on sleeping pills or complicated protocols. This isn't going to be one of those videos that just tells you to sleep more. We're going to get into the specific habits, environment changes, and routines that actually move the needle on deep sleep quality. So if you've been struggling with poor recovery, low energy, or slow progress despite training and eating well, this video might explain why, and more importantly, what you can do about it. Let's get into it. Why deep sleep is so important. Deep sleep, also called slow-wave sleep, is the most restorative stage of sleep. During this phase, your body does a lot of important repair work. It releases growth hormone, which helps with muscle recovery and fat metabolism. It supports immune function and reduces inflammation. It helps consolidate memories and supports brain health. It plays a big role in regulating hunger hormones, ghrelin and leptin, which affects how hungry you feel the next day. When you consistently get poor deep sleep, several things tend to happen. Recovery from training becomes slower. You feel more tired and less motivated during the day. Hunger and cravings increase. Fat loss becomes more difficult. Muscle building and strength gains slow down. Overall stress levels tend to be higher. In short, deep sleep is one of the highest leverage things you can improve if you want better results from your training and nutrition. Common reasons people have poor deep sleep. Before we talk about solutions, it's helpful to understand what usually damages deep sleep. Inconsistent sleep schedule, going to bed and waking up at very different times. High stress and elevated cortisol. Too much blue light and screen time before bed. Poor sleep environment, too bright, too noisy, too warm. Eating heavy or spicy meals too close to bedtime. High caffeine intake, especially in the afternoon or evening. Lack of morning sunlight and daytime movement. Alcohol, it fragments sleep and reduces deep sleep significantly. Sleeping in a room that's too warm. Many of these factors are very common among busy professionals, which is why deep sleep often suffers. How to optimize your sleep environment. Your sleep environment has a huge impact on deep sleep quality. Here are the most important things to focus on. Keep your bedroom cool. The ideal temperature for deep sleep is usually between 16 to 19 degrees Celsius, 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit. A cooler room helps your body temperature drop, which signals that it's time to sleep deeply. Make your room as dark as possible. Even small amounts of light can reduce melatonin and disrupt deep sleep. Use blackout curtains or a sleep mask if necessary. Reduce noise. If you live in a noisy area, consider using earplugs or a white noise machine. Consistent background noise is often better than sudden sounds. Invest in a good mattress and pillow. You don't need the most expensive option, but having proper support can significantly improve sleep quality. Keep electronics out of the bedroom. Ideally, charge your phone outside the bedroom or at least put it on Do Not Disturb mode and keep it away from your bed. Fix your circadian rhythm. Your body has an internal clock, circadian rhythm, that strongly influences sleep quality, including deep sleep. Here's how to support it naturally. Get morning sunlight. Try to get outside and get natural light within 30 to 60 minutes of waking up. Even 10 to 15 minutes helps regulate your circadian rhythm and improves sleep quality at night. Keep a consistent sleep schedule. Going to bed and waking up at roughly the same time every day, even on weekends, is one of the most effective ways to improve deep sleep over time. Reduce bright light in the evening. Dim the lights in your house 1 to 2 hours before bed. Avoid bright overhead lights and reduce screen brightness. Avoid caffeine late in the day. Caffeine has a long half-life. For most people, it's best to stop consuming it by early afternoon, around 2 to 3 p.m., if you want good deep sleep. Nutrition and deep sleep. What you eat and drink, and when you consume it, affects deep sleep. Eat enough protein and don't undereat. Very low calorie intake or very low protein can negatively affect sleep quality over time. Avoid heavy, spicy, or high-fat meals close to bedtime. These can cause discomfort and reduce deep sleep. Be careful with alcohol. Alcohol might help you fall asleep faster, but it significantly reduces deep sleep and fragments your sleep later in the night. Even moderate amounts can hurt deep sleep quality. Consider magnesium. Magnesium, especially forms like glycinate or threonate, can help some people relax and improve sleep quality. It's one of the more evidence-based supplements for sleep. Exercise and movement. Exercise generally improves sleep, but timing and intensity matter. Strength training helps improve sleep quality for most people. Avoid very intense workouts too close to bedtime if you find they make it harder to wind down. Get some movement during the day. Even walking helps regulate your circadian rhythm and can improve sleep depth at night. Stress management and wind down routine. High stress is one of the biggest killers of deep sleep. Here are some practical ways to manage it. Have a consistent wind-down routine 30 to 60 minutes before bed, reading, light stretching, journaling, etc. Avoid stimulating content, news, social media, work emails, in the evening. Practice simple breathing exercises or meditation if you tend to ruminate at night. Write down tomorrow's tasks before bed so your brain doesn't keep thinking about them while trying to sleep. Supplements that may help, with realistic expectations. While supplements are not magic, some can support better sleep. Magnesium glycinate or threonate helps with relaxation for many people. Apigenin, a natural compound found in chamomile that may promote calmness. L-theanine can help reduce anxiety and improve sleep quality when taken in the evening. Glycine. Some people find it helps them fall asleep faster and improves sleep quality. Start with 1 or 2 at most and see how they affect you. Supplements work best when your basic sleep habits are already decent. Common mistakes that ruin deep sleep. Here are some mistakes I see often. Using phones or screens in bed until the last minute. Drinking alcohol regularly to help with sleep. Keeping the bedroom too warm. Having an inconsistent sleep schedule. Training very hard late at night without enough recovery. Drinking too much caffeine too late in the day. Eating large meals right before bed. Fixing even 2 to 3 of these can often lead to noticeable improvements in deep sleep. How to track your sleep. If you want to know whether your efforts are working, tracking can help. Options include wearables like Oura Ring, Whoop, or Apple Watch. These estimate deep sleep. Simple sleep diary. Note bedtime, wake time, and how you feel. Subjective feelings, energy, mood, and recovery during the day. You don't need perfect data. Even tracking for a few weeks can show you which habits make the biggest difference for you. Realistic timeline and expectations. Improving deep sleep is not usually something that happens overnight. Most people notice gradual improvements over 1 to 4 weeks of consistent changes. Some habits, like getting morning sunlight and keeping a consistent sleep schedule, tend to have bigger effects than others. The key is to focus on the fundamentals first rather than trying to optimize everything at once. Final thoughts. Deep sleep is one of the highest leverage things you can improve for better recovery, fat loss, muscle growth, and overall health. The good news is that you don't need expensive gadgets or complicated protocols to make meaningful progress. Focus on the basics. Consistent sleep schedule. Cool, dark, quiet bedroom. Morning sunlight and daytime movement. Managing stress and having a wind-down routine. Avoiding alcohol and late caffeine. Eating enough protein without eating too heavily before bed. If you consistently work on these areas, most people see noticeable improvements in how deeply they sleep and how they feel during the day. Sleep is not just about quantity, quality. Especially deep sleep matters a lot, and unlike many other aspects of training and nutrition, improving your sleep often gives you benefits across every area of your life. If you want help building a simple nightly routine or want more specific recommendations based on your current habits, just let me know in the comments. Also, if you have any questions about improving deep sleep, drop them below. I read pretty much every comment. If this video gave you useful ideas for getting better sleep, make sure to like it and subscribe to the channel. We post new content every week about fitness, longevity, biohacking, and building a stronger, healthier body while living a busy life. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you. Prioritize your sleep. It's one of the best investments you can make. I'll see you in the next one.